Welcome to SEDES English. My name is Sam. Let's look at have to. Have to. Okay? Now, have to is mandatory. Something that is mandatory, or you have no choice. Okay? There's no option. Okay? You have no option. So, how can we use have to? Well, if we look at the positive statements, let's make some positive sentences, okay? So I can say, I have to go to court. Okay? Let's say that I was driving too fast and the cop stopped me and I got a ticket, right? I got a citation. So what do I have to do? I have to go to court. It's mandatory, right? It's not an option. You have to go. What happens if you don't go? You get in trouble. You get arrested, right? I have to go to court. Good. So, pretty simple. Okay? This is how you use it. Now, let's see what happens to the word have if we speak in the third person he, she, it. Okay? We can use he. Do I say have to? No. This is incorrect. When we introduce the third person he, she, it, or a proper name like Sam and Viviana, the word have changes to has. Okay? So he has to, and we can say the same thing, he has to go to court. Pretty good. Okay, so like I said, for examples that have I, you, we, and they, okay, we use the word have, okay? So if you say you have to go to court, have. I have to, we have to, they have to, okay? But if we are using he, she, or it, okay, we don't use the word have anymore. Now, we have to use the word has. Okay? So, he, she, it belongs to has, or has belongs to he, she, it. And remember, that also includes names like Sam, Viviana, Mario, Maria, whoever. Okay? So, now that we have made some examples in positive, let's make an example in negative. Okay? So, I do not, and the contraction is don't, okay, have to bring my laptop to class. So if we read this sentence, I don't, or I do not have to bring my laptop to class. If we look at the sentence, now the definition to have to has changed a little because now it's not mandatory, it's not necessary, but you do have that option. So if you bring the laptop to class, it's okay, but you don't have to. You have that option now because it's a negative. How does it change? Because in the positive, right, the word changes. Does it change in negative? Let's see. He, on auxiliary, changes, okay? So he does not, okay? Because here's another rule. For I, you, we, they, we have to use the auxiliary do when we're making negatives. For he, she, it, we have to use does, okay? So he does not, and it does make a contraction, is doesn't. Okay, so he doesn't or he does not have to bring his laptop to class. Okay, so now you're looking at this sentence and you're saying, what? We're using he, but we still have. What happened there? Well, if we use an auxiliary like the word does, okay, because we are introducing the negation, it tells my word have, hey, don't change. You don't have to change to has. You can stay as have. Okay? So anytime that you have the auxiliary word does, the word have stays the same. It doesn't change into has. It only changes in positives. So if you have positives, yes, it changes to has. If you have the third person he, she, it, but in negative, it doesn't change because you have the auxiliary word does. Okay? Now we have positives and we've introduced negatives. How do we make questions? How do we make questions? Well, we need to bring back the auxiliary words that we have used. So let's say that I want to speak or I want to use the subject you. What is the auxiliary word that we use for you? It's do. Okay? So, do you have to, and we can say work today. And what is the special thing that we need when we're making questions? The question mark, right? Okay, so do you have to work today? That is a question. I'm asking if it's mandatory for you to work today. What is my answer? It could be something as simple as yes, I do, or no, I don't. Positive, negatives, and questions. Remember, if we're talking about positives, have to or has to is very strict. It's mandatory. It's necessary. Once it goes into negative, it becomes more of a choice. It's not as strict. Like this one, I don't have to bring my laptop to class. It's not strict. If you bring it, it's okay. If you don't, it's okay as well. Okay? And questions, pretty simple. Do you have to work today? Yes, I do. Or no, I don't. Now, if we're making questions using he, she, and it, remember, you want to use the auxiliary word does. Okay? And that is it. Hopefully this was of some help to you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you.